Hello, everyone. Thank you for watching and tuning in. I hope all friends and family out there in the U.S. had a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving day. I did. It was a blessing. I'm back with a video. I don't go out on the day after to the Black RSD day when Black Friday starts. I wait till the next day. And actually, I didn't go Saturday, so I went Sunday. So I wanted to see what was left to pick up. So I picked up three RSD records and three other records while I was there. So let me go ahead and share those. And I was happy about these three that they still had copies left, but they're going pretty quick. One of them is a Texas band, a psych band that I got into a few years ago. This is the one that, this is their final studio album from 1969. It's a 13 floor elevators RSD item built of the woods. And like I said, this is their final album. It's interesting that when this album was released, the band already had broken up. This album is real fuzzed out, psychedelic, and it still has the electric drug in the music. I'm looking forward to this album. I've never owned it, and I haven't got a chance to play it. So this is the cover to it, and this is the inner sleeve. And it is on this really nice white vinyl and produced by Ray Rush. And it's on the replica because this album officially came out on a national artist record label. Never heard of it. But very nice packaging. I look forward to listening to this. I think I just need one more album of theirs, and I think it's the first one. Next up, I was happy about them having this one, and this is one that I used to have, and if I remember right, maybe I'm don't remember it very well. I used to have it when it was on a label called Flying Dutchman, but I could be wrong, and that's the Eric Dolphy Iron Man. This is came out on Record Store Day 2. Really, really, really cool. I like this album. Now, this is came out and it was recorded during the 60s. Let me see if I remember right. Recorded during the 60s, and the producer of this wanted to take some of the compositions. It didn't get released officially, from what I understand, until 1968, but this does have a lot of his great work. Eric Dolphy, if you're not familiar with him, the man was very talented, multi-instrumentalist, and this is very good essential music. I'm glad that they put this back in print. It's a collector's edition. So it's really neat what they did here, and a lot of the tracks are his own compositions, Eric Dolphy. It does have bassist Richard Davis, Clifford Jordan, Huey Simmons, Woody Shaw Jr., and drums J.C. Moses. I left off a few names, but it's got a lot of talented jazz musicians. That's the cover. This is the inner sleeve to it, which I really like this kind of art or photography or whatever you want to call it. And it was released on this very nice, what they're saying, gold nugget vinyl. So here's what it looks like. Very, very nice. And my third record store day item is a Charles Mingus. I didn't think they were going to have this, and this one was going pretty quick. This is considered a Mingus masterpiece. And so this is Charles Mingus Incarnations. Again, some recordings from the 1960s sessions. Also features Eric Dolphy and Booker Irvin and Tommy Flanagan. So really, really cool. I like the way it kind of looks like it's on Atlantic Records, but it's not. It's they replica the art that the album officially came out on. Nothing fancy about the inner sleeve to this, but this is what the label looks like. Candid, or am I saying that right? Candid Records. So looking forward to listening to this as well. Next that I picked up while I was there was the another Blue Note Classic Vinyl Series album. It's Anthony Williams Spring, released on Blue Note. I was so glad that they did this one. I'm hoping they'll do his other album, that came out years before it. I think it was Lifetime or something to that effect. Such a great album. I love that this album has that style of music of avant-garde jazz and modal jazz. I hopefully said that correctly. But this album officially came out in 1965. I think it's one of his best. He was 17 years old. I'm sure everyone's heard the story when he joined Miles Davis. This features a lot of jazz legends on here. You have Wayne Shorter, Sam Rivers, Herbie Hancock, Gary Peacock, and of course the master of the kit, Tony Williams. Here's what the back cover looks like. Like I said, nothing fancy about the inner sleeve to it. It's just the traditional Blue Note. This is one of my favorite records. I used to own it on CD a long time ago, so I'm glad I have it on vinyl, and I'm glad that they chose that one to be part of that Blue Note Classic Vinyl series. Next are a couple of other records that I picked up. I picked this up for $1. I couldn't leave it there, and it's a promo. One of my favorite guitarists, singer-songwriters, and one of my all-time favorite band. That's Pete Townshend. And if you think that I picked it up because it's a promo like this, you are correct. It's just Pete Townshend's, one of his best albums. All the best cowboys have Chinese eyes. I couldn't leave this behind. It's in great shape. Was $1. Nice promo copy. I think I have like 3 or 4 of these. Every time I see them, it's like an orphan and I give it a home. But this album is just rock solid from beginning to end. This album contains a lot of songs. And I don't remember, I'm sure some of them could have been put on Who albums. Or maybe this could have been a Who album, for all I know. I don't know everything, folks. But that it's a gatefold. Record is in very great shape. Show you the inner sleeve. Lyrics on the other side. He says this album is dedicated to May and to other teenagers in love everywhere. Alright, the last record I have to show, I found another John Mayall album. This one is called A Banquet in Blues. I'd like to hear some comments if anybody's ever listened to this one. I've been a late comer to the catalog of John Mayall and picking up some of these albums of his, and I've really enjoyed them. I enjoyed Memories and Turning Point, And then I got another one that I don't remember to it, but it's kind of like some of it's live and some of it's an interview. Really cool full album when you have photos of the band. But here they are. It is also a promo. I don't know if y'all caught that, folks, but yeah, it's a promo copy. So I had to get it. And it's, you know, nothing. It's on the old ABC Records label. That usually I have a few Steely Dan on this orange or sunburst orange, whatever you want to call it, label. These records sound really, really good on the turntable. So, folks, that's it. Really cool. 3 RSD items. Was there some other ones? Yeah, there's some other ones. Don't know if I'll go back and get them, but you never know. Tomorrow's a different day. Next week is a different week. But I would still like to get the Captain Beefheart one that came out. They still had copies of that, so I'm pretty sure I can still snag one maybe on payday. I don't know, folks. We'll have to see. But again, folks, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you like my channel and the content, please think about becoming a subscriber. It would be great. Hit that thumbs up. If you want to hit that little notification bell, that's cool too. But anyway, take care, and I'll see you soon.